welcome back to Fate Grand Order, our free-to-play playthrough, and we're getting through Orleans. Last time we went through the first 5 missions, and this time, you know, we're gonna do our best to get through as much as we can. At least the next 5, possibly more, depending on how long they each are. But we'll see. All right, so Arjuna and Arthur on a lie-up at the moment. As Arkia, I think I've gone ahead and done all the enhancements that I wanted to do. So, and really the only banner that I'm kind of considering throwing tickets at the moment is maybe for Karna, because Karna's fantastic. So, all right. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. And then, here we go. Let's get into Jura. Prepare yourself for bad voice acting. Okay. We could take a story support. The story gene, maybe. Or we could take mine, but alright, so Assassin. Yeah, Marie might not be the best one to take at the moment. Let's bring a caster. Okay. One thing after another. Phew! Alright, are we safe now? Doctor? Yes, I'm not detecting them anymore. While we're at it, I'm picking up ley line readings from that nearby forest. Very well. Jeanne? Marie? Marie, did you say? Forgive me, you weren't being rude. You made me so happy. The way you addressed me was so adorable. Please, splendid foreigner. Would you mind calling me that from now on? Yes, Miss Marie, or Mademoiselle Marie, perhaps? No, that won't work at all. Just Marie, like the sheep. Pretty sure that was Mary. Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm Marie. I love understanding ladies. Let me guess. You're very popular with the opposite sex, right? Marie, may I speak? Oh, my apologies. I got excited for a moment. How rude of me. So, how may I be of service? A strong ley line was detected in a nearby forest. I'd like to head there and make camp. Is that alright, everyone? Of course! That's fine. Is that alright with you, Amadeus? So, thanks for the follow, Mordred. Also, assuming that your favorite is Mordred, good taste. I don't remember what Amadeus sounds like. There's no point in asking for my opinion. Do what you want, Maria. Alright. Should be fine, I think. Let's go there and rest. Then we can talk about our next move. Looks like some monsters have found the ley line too. Let's get rid of them. Short and sweet. Just the way we like our mash. Oh, the latest episode of the Babylonia anime was wonderful. My expectations have been like repeatedly blown, and just the quality of the adaptation of the Babylonia chapter that they've been airing has been really, really good. I'm gonna miss it like in 3 or 4 weeks or however long we have left until they're done with all the episodes. I'm gonna miss having that to look forward to on Saturday mornings. All right, here we go. Oh, lag from the emulator. Okay. All right, Gil. Gotta help Gil. Let's generate stars as well. FGO Part 3 is coming out soon. That's true. And the latest promotional stuff for that has looked really good too. I'm not the biggest fan of Shiro in general. I don't really care for him that much. But the Heaven's Feel stuff has been fantastic. And like Sakura. That scene in Heaven's Feel 2 where she goes into Candyland, as it were. And dances around and just, you know, has a blast and enjoys herself. That was great. Alright, Saint War Order time. Also looking forward to just seeing whatever, like, awesome epic battles happen during the third movie. Because, I mean, like, Berserker versus Saber Alter was phenomenal. Thank you, Emulator. Please continue shitting the bed. I don't know why, but like the first use of any Noble Phantasm for any character always seems to lag down, and then afterwards it's fine with it. Actually, let's do this. Shit! No, I meant to undo. Damn it, we're not gonna have as many stars. Come up movie's gonna be awesome. I really hope so. I forget, it's a different studio, right? Than UFO Table. It's someone else. But I'm looking forward to it regardless. Alright, let's see. Let's get a chain going, just so that maybe by the time we're going into round 3, we'll have Gil's Noble Phantasm again. Hey, Elite Spartan, how's it going? Welcome back. And welcome to Gilderay and Joan of Arc Take Orleans. Bonk bonk. Maybe I should should have brought some other French servants. How am I? I'm doing well. I just finished up getting through can I get Gil? Sorry. I just finished up playing through some Blasphemous and got through 2 bosses, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And throughout the weekend, I played .hack GU. Ooh, .hack GU for 19 hours, so that was a bonus. Okay, let's see here. Let's get it with. Okay, let's do. Actually, wait. He just gives us stars, so. Okay, we'll do this. Am I new to Fate? No. Didn't we have this conversation last time? I forget. Unless there's a different Elite Spartan running around on Twitch, which there could be. But no, I'm not new. This is a relatively new account. But I am not new to Fate. This is an alt account for me, just to do free to play and go through the story again for funsies. But I've played for a few years or so. There we go. Look at them working together to protect Gilderay. What a nice man. Oh shoot. Oh, actually it's fine. Berserker de Ray over here. Wait a minute. Am I crazy? We just. Oh right. I really wish that his attack bonus lasted for 3 turns instead of 2. That would be nice. But sadly, that's not the world we live in, where nice things happen to Gilderay. I think bad things in general happen to Gilderay, unfortunately. For better or worse. But yeah, also gotta think of How... So after Orleans is Septum, right? I gotta think if we'll be able to do some form of themed team for that, because that would make it more interesting. Like maybe bring Boudica? Maybe? I'm just trying to think of maybe Romulus. Romulus, Boudica, Caligula. What other Roman-related servants are there that aren't 4 stars? I could put my Nero into my supports and then bring Nero every time, but that's kind of cheating. Welcome back, Drake. How's the coffee? Good job, Gil. Actually, wasn't it Septum that Waver has an appearance? Like, he's like one of Lu Bu's tacticians during that. Is Saber Lancelot a good servant? Still a newbie. Oh, Saber Lancelot is a fantastic servant. You want to get his skills up, like at least to 6, level 6 across the board. But he is a really good burst servant. Like, utterly destroys things for 3 turns at a time, pretty much. And not to mention his Noble Phantasm increases damage dealt. Or damage taken, rather, by the enemy, which is really useful for certain challenge quests, like the horrible crabs that will come back this summer, I think. So. Innocent but ignorance is bliss. Also got toast. Ooh. Yeah, toast. Excuse me. Now I will establish a summoning circle. Oh, thanks, Mash. You the bestest. Hey, guys. You enjoying your trip through 15th century France? Now then, let's get today's lecture started. Today, I'll be talking about servant categories. Most of the servants that can be summoned are divided into 7 classes. Saber, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Berserker, Caster, and Ass. Each class has various compatibilities. Saber has the advantage over Lancer, for instance, and Lancer over Archer, and Archer over Saber. Rider over Caster, Caster over Assassin, and Assassin over Rider. And Berserker is strong against all classes, but weak when attacked. It's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Keep this in mind when fighting the enemy. Of course, there are some servants who don't fall into these categories. I'll explain them another time. Okay, circle's good to go. Have a nice journey! Does anyone else think it's weird that they explained that part in this singularity, as opposed to explaining it to you in Fuyuki? Actually, did they explain it to you in the tutorial? They probably did. I skipped through the tutorial because I didn't feel like reading it again, but... Alright. Next, we've established our ley line. Okay. For thematic purposes, should I swap Waver out for Mozart, who's only level 4? Maybe not. I don't want to. In Fuyuki, Olga explained everything. Okay, yeah, I don't quite know why they give us a refresher then. I mean, it's fine. Now that things have settled down, I'd like to introduce myself again. My true name is Marie Antoinette. I'm from the Rider class. As for who I am, I'd be happy if you could examine me closely with your eyes and ears. As for why I was summoned, unfortunately, I have no idea. After all, I have no master. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I'm the same as her. As for why I was summoned, first of all, it just doesn't feel like I'm a hero. Yes, I'm great, but even so, I'm still just one of many artists. Well, I did apply magecraft to my music, but that was only because I was drawn to the sounds played by demons. I'm Ash Kyrielite. I'm a demon servant. I'm a demi-servant, and I don't know what my true name is. This is Peetseater, my master. What's up? Oh my, what an interesting greeting. What's up, my homies? Marie is your waifu. You must love this, then. Seems different when Peetseater says it. Perhaps I need to think more like a peasant. Oh, come on. Don't teach your weird greetings. Oh, I've got it. Had to be more needy. Come on, Amadeus. What's up? What's up? I like it, Maria. Keep it up. I can feel the love of a century beginning to fade. I'm sorry, peetseater. What's up is a very stimulating ingredient, but I must reluctantly refrain from it. If Amadeus likes it, that means it's not appropriate for a lady to use. Let's not be slanderous here. You're acting like a perfect gentleman who loves dirty jokes. Don't blame me. You're a child when it comes to everything but music. And this is... Jeanne d'Arc, yes? The saint who saved France. One of the people I wish to meet in my life. I'm not a saint. Yes, everyone knows that's how you saw yourself. But the way you lead your life was true, and we all know the result. Led your life, sorry. That's why everyone will always remember and admire the name Joan of Arc and the miracle of Orleans. Of course, your life ended at the stake and resulted in that witch. It's just like Maria to only look at the good parts. Am I wrong, Joan of Arc? Your life was a little out of tune. Joan herself is one who gets hurt when people call her a perfect saint. Listen, Maria, you always say what you think others want to hear. Sometimes you need to scold or deny others. I don't need to hear that from you, Amadeus. You already tell me that every day. This is what you want, right? You piano brain, piece of human garbage. You're a pervert who can only get it up from musical scales. You like music so much, you should turn into a piano. I don't know if I should say this, but when you insult me like that, I feel something indescribable. But see, you can do it if you try. Give the same treatment to Jeanne. Faster, stronger, more violent. Tell her all of her flaws as you see them. No, that's impossible, Amadeus. Human garbage like you has nothing but flaws. But Joan herself has none. Are you serious? I didn't know you had it that bad. You really did love Joan of Arc, didn't you? I would say worship rather than love, and a bit of guilt as well. A tiny sorry, the size of a teaspoon. The natural guilt we foolish royals feel towards the saint. Marie Antoinette, your words honor me, but that's why I must confess. In life, I was no saint. I held the flag high for what I believed in, and as a result, stained my hands with blood. Of course, I don't regret that, nor do I regret the Inquisition, or my own death. But I shed too much blood. I believed in the dreams of a little country girl, but at the same time, I never imagined how high the price of that dream was. I never regretted it, but never did I fear. That's my greatest sin. Only the outcome of my actions made me a saint. I do not think it's the right word for a country girl like me. I see. So you're not a saint, right? Then, may I call you Joan? Yes, of course. It feels like that would bring back old memories. Wonderful. Call me Marie then. If you're simply Joan and not a saint, then I want to be Marie and not a queen. Please, Joan, will you call me Marie? Yes, alright. Thank you, Marie. Thank you too. I'm happy, Jeanne. And I'm sorry, I keep pushing my own views on you. You've lost your own answers about yourself, haven't you? Just like the day I died, not knowing a thing about what was going on. You'll have to find your own answers. I certainly want to treat you as a saint, but I'll stop myself. I won't just believe in you, I'll support you. Isn't that what female friends are supposed to do, Amadeus? I suppose so, yeah. You guys can go eat sweets or something. We believe in you too, right, Master? Fake monsters are a common thing. No, of course. Of course we believe in you. Thank you. That makes me feel better. Look, it seems like we've invited some unwanted guests. No, I don't think you invited them. Oh, whatever. Let's get rid of them and resume our conversation. Marie, you're so silly. She's a little bit of an airhead sometimes, but she's lovable. I wonder if any of Mozart's My Room lines are masochistic in that way. I don't know if I've ever actually bothered to like poke him in My Room. Sorry, that sounds weird. Like tap the screen with him selected as my favorite servant so you can get his voice lines. I don't really use my Mozart that much. Not in my main account. Like I leveled up his star skill because that's kind of what he's good for. I mean, his arts buff is good too, but his star skill's mainly what it's for. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Poke, poke. Also, it's kind of the one thing about this team that I don't especially like is that it's 3 servants without a damaging NP, and Kill has tactics, which is never ever going to be useful. Let's see here. Let's do. You know what? No, we'll wait. We'll wait to use his. Let's do this. Who's my favorite 4-star servant? Kiyohime Lancer. The summer Kiyohime. Though I also really love Cersei a lot. Cersei is a fairly phenomenal servant. But Kiyohime Lancer is my favorite because Kiyohime is my favorite. But Cersei is up there, though, for sure. But she's phenomenal. And just, there's lots of good servants. I mean, basically my favorites besides Cersei are on my supports. I don't keep Cersei on my supports because I rather keep my Waver on there because it's constant friend points, which is handy. So there's that. But otherwise I'd put Cersei on there. Then, like, just going through category by category, because that's a bit easier than trying to choose favorites overall. I mean, it's not hard for me to choose a favorite overall because it's just Kiyohime. But let's see. Let's play this game. Favorite shielder? Mash. Mash is the best shielder. Let's see. Saber. Favorite saber to use? For a long time it was Nero. Nero is an amazing saber. She saved my ass so much on my main account. Just her 3 times guts is very, 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 very useful. No, he's not boosted still. So let's do this. But it's there's 3 that come to mind, I guess. Nero, Mordred, Suzaku Gozen, and Saber Lancelot too at the same time. Also really good. But probably Nero. Mordred's really, really high up there though. But Mordred's fantastic. Just overall, like Apocrypha really cements her in as being phenomenal. Gameplay wise, Lancelot's really, really quite useful. Let's try to keep Gil alive. Let's try to keep the front line alive. Let's do this. Let's see. So, yeah, I guess I'll go with Nero. The regular 4-star, not Bride. 4-star Nero. Probably my favorite saber. Although Dion is so useful. I love my Dion. Like, I use her all the time. Because taunters are some of the best things. Gosh, it's really hard to choose sabers. I'm gonna come back to that. Archers. I recently got Fujimaru at a fairly high level, or high NP level rather. And I haven't quite used her a lot, but I do like her. Uriel's really, really good. I have mine grailed to 90 because she just destroys anything with testicles. Tomoe Gozen's really good for an archer, though. Inferno, yeah. Ishtar's good too. Gilgamesh is fun to use. Just his disdain for all things makes me like him. Just the way he goes like Kuraran and then just wrecks things. I love it. Billy's really cool. It's really hard to choose. Probably Tomoe, I guess, just because like she's really fun to use. So probably her, I guess, her favorite archer. So if I actually opened up my main account and like looked through them, I could possibly be like, oh wait, this one. But yeah, as far as Lancers go, obviously Kiyohime Lancer takes the cake on that. But following right up behind her is Karna. I adore my Karna. I'm planning on throwing a couple tickets his way tonight/tomorrow because he'll be on Raid Up and I would like to NP2 him on my main account. But he's such a good servant. Lancer, Santa Lily Lancer Altar is also really good. I really love her too. Just like her event's adorable. She's adorable. And she also kicks massive ass. So there's that. She's also, I think she's my only welfare servant that I have completely maxed out. Like all her skills are 10. I think she was one of my first servants that I actually maxed out entirely that way. Now I understand. The whole world, never mind, France is in danger. Although it's in a different form, this too is a Holy Grail war. That was a weird question mark there. I knew it was dangerous when I learned it was a masterless summoning, but I didn't expect this. Now there were 5 servants in opposition, 9 total including Mash. But isn't that too much? The rule of 7 servants is no more, although that doesn't mean infinite. It's not surprising at all if there are more than 7 servants. According to the records, one time, a total of 15 servants fought. Oh, I get it! I figured it out, everyone! We were summoned so that we could defeat them. Like heroes. It might be to destroy them. No, I think you're right, Marie. You're right, we're heroes. Yes! I finally feel like I found my job in life. It's perfectly fine to be confident, Maria, but we're up against powerful foes. Jeanne and Mash as well as peetseater are used to combat, but you and I aren't the fighting type. The numbers matter less than the fact that they're far stronger. Indeed, Vlad III and Elizabeth Bathory. One carved their name into history as a hero, and the other, a murderess. The other that looked like a saber seemed to know Marie. That's right, if she knows who I am, then... Perhaps she's Chevalier d'Eon? I have no proof, though. Chevalier d'Eon, a spy with Louis XV's intelligence agency, the Secret Droy. She was also a dragoon, and a plenipotentiary minister. She? No. Maybe he? It matters little, mage from a distant world. She was summoned from a different time than me, but her splendid face hasn't changed. I see. It'd be wonderful if she would join us. That might be difficult, I think. I've lost my ruler's ability to see true names, but there's one thing I could see. All of them have been given madness enhancement, regardless of their alignment or background. Ooh. It's probably the power of the Grail, even without an episode of madness, can give them berserker traits. The goal of a Holy Grail was to get the Grail, but they already have it. Not fair. But that leaves one mystery. Why were you summoned? This is just a theory. Despite the fact that the Holy Grail War hasn't begun, someone already has the Grail. This is a reversal of causality, a bug, if you will, and perhaps the Grail is resisting it. The greater the opponent, the more powerful the Grail's reaction. I see. In other words, somewhere else in France. Indeed, there may be other servants summoned here like Marie. Oh my, that means I can meet even more people, right? That's not necessarily a good thing. It may just mean more enemies. But whichever it is, we should start searching for them as soon as we can. Before the other Jean finds them. Indeed, lost my ability to detect servants, so I'll have to depend on Mr. Roman. Sure thing. I can't match a full-powered ruler, but I can search further than a servant. Let's take a little break first. You're all tired, right? Yes, master. Rest for a bit. I'll stand watch. Let's eat cake! Yeah, there's a lot of really good Lancers, though, in general. But yeah, Karna. Kiyime, Karna, and Bam. Spammy Lancer. Let's see here. Okay, there's my Karna. Glorious, glorious man. Yeah, I have Mordred on there right now. I had Nier on there for the longest time. But as you can see, Kiyohime Lancer is my favorite. Is Angry Mango hard to get? He is. I mean, unless you have some like supreme X rank luck, then it's not easy to get him just because of the like low rate. We'll take Joan of Arc again. But like, for example, right? Last weekend, I think, when there was still the success up and what have you. Okay, that should be good. I spent like 500,000 friend points. Yeah, 500,000 friend points to collect CEs and make craft essence bombs and what have you. And no mango came. So, and I think I've seen people go like spending 2 million friend points in one go and not getting a single Angra. But then again, there are people who like roll 5 of him just in a week. So it's all RNG, but depends on your luck, I guess. I'm gonna patrol the area. Jeanne, please wait here. Also, I'm sorry that I say her name different every single time. Joan of Arc, Jeanne, Jean. Like, just can't keep it straight. Apologies. I don't speak French. Oh! Is something wrong? Is something wrong, Jeanne? You seem defeated. Are you tired? Marie, no, I'm not tired. Servant, after all. Perhaps you're saddened by the state France is in. I mean, are you disappointed? No, I'm not disappointed. Thank you for your concern, Marie. But seeing those familiar towns in flames is a bit hard to bear. Yes, for you especially. This air is exactly like it was when you were alive. It's different than when I feel inside. Memories that are still going on. Yes, why don't we take this time to talk? Girls' night out! Excuse me? Oh, is that strange? But both you and I were summoned in the bloom of our youth. You see, I'm in the middle of puberty, right? So I love talking about love and romance. I appreciate the offer. But that's hard. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. You're gonna level up, Lancelot. Alright, take it easy, Mordred. Hope you get an angry mango. I appreciate the offer, but that's hard for me. I know compassion, but not romance. But you're missing out on life. Not too late to start. Fall in love with someone, John. Of course, if I get the chance. Have you fallen in love, Marie? Of course. I fell in love with a boy who proposed to me at age 7. I think it was my first love. And when I was 14, I fell in love with the king I married. 14? That's kind of amazing. When I was that age, I was working and playing in the fields with the other children. That sounds fun too. I'm jealous. It must be such fun to be able to go wherever you want. Yes, it was fun. What I lacked in romance, I made up for in friendship. Did all the boys like you? My hair was short then, so they treated me like one of the guys. Oh, I'm so glad I became a servant. Can't believe I'm having girl talk with Joan of Arc. It's good to be queen. The honor is mine. Who would have thought that I'd get to talk to the famous Marie Antoinette? It's good to be a servant. I'm just glad that this isn't a real Holy Grail war. Otherwise, we couldn't chat like this. Marie. Yes? I'm sorry, both of you. It appears to be enemy attack. I knew it. Oh my. I'll go wake up Master. Come, John. Let us fight like proper servants. Bravely, gallantly, wholeheartedly, and yet beautifully, like a maiden in love. That's what you and I are at our core. Neither saints nor queens. The way I fight has little to do with beauty and elegance, I'm afraid. Master, your orders! Come, pizza eater. I'll show you the power that I couldn't show you before. Tomboy princess, coming through. I'll dance brilliantly, like glasswork. Tomboy princess. I forgot that she referred to herself like that before. Maybe I should throw Marie, Joan of Arc, and Marie into the frontline team. They are the servants we currently have with them, technically. They're doing Gilda Ray. I'm happy that I have things to drink, though. Otherwise, I'd be slowly murdering my voice. When I do Mash's voice, I basically partially choke myself. All right, let's see. Actually, you know what? We're gonna save her invincibility because it looks like we possibly don't need it. We might be able to get Mash's defense going first. Thunk. Very nice. Oh, come on. I just want to like layer Mash's Noble Phantasm on top. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like we're going to murder things instead. Alright, let's do this. Oh shoot, I should have... well, whatever. Do you remember what data center you were playing on in Final Fantasy XIV? Ooh, that is a good question. I could probably boot up Final Fantasy in the background to tell you. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, there's an update. Let's see. Oh, shoot. It needs me to log in and it doesn't have things auto-populated. Well, that sucks. My character's name. My Reigns. That's what it was. Maeraynes. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, go forth. You can do it, Gilda Ray. Take out those Lancers. Nice. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Final Fantasy XIV. Just, I was, you know, as you might remember, I was doing my best to try to level up all the classes and whatnot, and I got most of them, but then I started working on the combat classes, and it just became very sleep-inducing, so I didn't get much farther with that. And despite the money that I'm willing to throw at things like my main account on Fate Grand Order, for some reason subscriptions just don't fit into my brain very well. Okay, let's see here. Let's do... Alright, Gil. We're gonna unleash all their noble phantasms this upcoming turn. Well, maybe we'll save Chain. We might save Joan of Arc's just for the inevitable attack. But let's do these two together though. Aether. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, I'm assuming you just looked up my character and found which server they were on. Oh. Alright, give me some of Gil's cards. Oh, beautiful. Here we go. Go get him, Gil. Protect your what your saint, I guess. Can't say queen. Alright, here we go. We'll have her go this. Also, it really does make me want to put my Joan of Arc onto my support, but I also don't. I also want the story points. Kojiro is really good in the singularities. Animations are updated. Oh, they updated his anim. Oh, that's right, they did, didn't they? Kojiro is good, but I have a Shiki if I really, really, really need it. And Kojiro is decently, he's like level 20 or something. But I'm trying to do letting Gilda Ray get his happy action on with his Saint, because he needs some love too. Right. Get a mash. Or let's poke. Also, hello Gnuma, and also hello Jordans. Welcome to an amusing free-to-play adventure through Orleans. To answer any questions you might have, no, I'm not new to Fate. This is an alt account that I'm doing because I want to play through the story again. And yes, really, Gilda Ray. I figured that it'd be kind of fun because like the whole singularity of Orleans is kind of focused on Joan of Arc. So who better to use than Gilda Ray as our primary DPS? Does he really deserve that much? Yeah, he's a good general. He's a good general. Like he's part of the reason why they won. He was very, very, very rich as well. Pay no mind to what he did with that money, but he was very rich and held a lot of land. And apparently, I was reading about this the other day. All the things about him, like, you know, the Bluebeard stuff, might not be true. And it, like, his, I don't know what you want to call it, Inquisition, I guess, like, the charges levied against him and everything about that might not have been true, but might have just been the nobles at the time angry about how much land and money he had and afraid that he was going to, like, sell it off to the English. So, might not be his fault. Like, cool general. The greatest cool. Saiko no cool! Sorry if that was loud. But he is the cool. Oh, sweet. A silver saber card. You know who that's going to. Where are you? Where are you, buddy? There he is. Oh, look at that. We can up his health. Teensy bit. Also, just like his Ascension art is damn good too. Like his final one. Really good. Will I roll for Arthur? I wasn't planning on it. I was thinking I might throw some of the summon tickets to the Karna banner tomorrow. We have an assassin. Let's give it to Kojiro. I don't know. I like Arthur. I like that he has that anti-beast trait, but And also I feel like his version of Excalibur is way cooler than Ultria's version of Excalibur. Like he's got the chant and everything and like the little lights flashing up on his sword as he unleashes the restraints and everything. It just seems a lot cooler than like twiddly happy music and then big beam. Not that there's anything wrong with beams. Everyone knows that a saber that doesn't use a beam move isn't a real saber. You want to know what fan doesn't vote? Gotcha rate's bad. Damn straight there. Rate up is a lie. Where? Sorry. Thought there was someone I was thinking about. No, okay. Kojiro can't have any. Hello, Arabi. Welcome to the amusing free-to-play through Orleans. Alright, prepare yourselves everyone for bad voice acting. Alright. Writer, yada yada. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Oh, wait, I could have swapped Caster out for Marie. Servants detected. Also, multiple life forms detected. Master! Prepare for battle. Is this my all? Yes, it is. Yes! What a drag. I detected it too. Having good hearing isn't always a good thing. In fact, I hate the sound so much it makes me want to scream. The sound of an enemy's footsteps. Worse than a high-pitched trumpet. You can hear them at this distance? Of course! I became a servant because of my music. I can detect any sound wave in the air. For instance, the sound of you and Maria sleeping when we were camping. I enjoyed listening to them both. But not just the sound of you sleeping. I recorded all the tiny sounds your body makes in my rough gang recorder. A sexually harassing servant! I'm sorry, Mash. As his keeper, I apologize. Bear with him a little. Without his ears, he's nothing more than a pervert. What are you saying? Human beings create filth just by living. Only by realizing that you can create true music. Life is filth, and music cleanses it. Now then, I hear footsteps and drawn swords. Not but boorish noise. I don't write music for fools, but you've come all this way. I shall play my Requiem of Death for you. Oh, maybe we should have brought Mozart to this battle. But yeah. I had a bit of a hankering to play through the story again. And rather than sit for hours upon end in my bed reading like through the My Room stuff, it'd be more entertaining to actually, you know, play through it. And also, the recent Setsubon event was a lot of fun, and it forced me to use a lot of characters that I don't normally use. And so it reminded me of how fun it is to work with under-leveled characters and like have more of a challenge during battles. Not that the recent Epic Remnant stuff hasn't been challenging in its own way, but it's not quite the same as not having everything available to you, like skills and whatever. So, alright, let's start getting Gil charged. Gotta unleash his berserkers. Ugh. We could go... What day is today? Sunday? So it's a random day? We could go and like fetch a few embers and try to get him to a second ascension so we could get his golden roll. But then he wouldn't be as low as he is. And so far I feel like this has been the right level. Here. Do this. Damn. Close. We're almost ready to unleash their noble phantasms. Also, do you say wyvern or do you say wyvern? right, let's do this. Go get that wyvern. Because I always say wyvern, but I think I was watching some British show or YouTube video or something the other day, but they're saying wyvern. You say wyvern, Drakesman? I guess that makes sense, right? Huh. Maybe it's just a shitty American pronunciation as wyvern. Imagine Mozart at a Liz concert. He would be deaf like Beethoven. Do you think they've ever tried to get Mozart to give Liz like lessons? Just lock Mozart in a room with both Liz and Nero. That would be something. That would be a lot of fun, I think. Oh shit! I was too focused on the rider. I didn't even see the archer. Let's focus down on them. That would be amusing, though. Mozart would wish that he was Beethoven. Ah, I wonder if they'll ever add Beethoven into the game. That would be really, really cool. Beethoven's my favorite, so... be impossible to improve. Liz actually is a good singer, though. That's the thing. It's only, like, the magic stuff and everything that makes her sound horrendous to people. Like in the Halloween event with Mecha Liz, she actually can sing really nicely if, like, like the bad evil magic stuff is canceled out. Oh, you're so close. Alright, Gil. Actually, what are we at right now? Okay. I'm gonna trust in Gil de Ray. He's gonna get his Noble Phantasm off, and then he's going to murder this wyvern for me. Within 5 turns. I'm trusting in the greatest cool. Alright, here we go. Go get that wyvern. I trust in you, 10% crit chance. You do it. Okay, no you can't. But I still trust in you, Gil. I can't trust in RNGesus, but I can trust in you. Oh, see, he was just saving it for this time, that's all. To be completely honest, I'm surprised at how, like, decent this team does. Alright, Mash. You got this if Gil doesn't. There we go. Making Gil de Ray happy. One thing at a time. Oop. Overworked has bonded with us. A bone. That's all I've been doing in my main account. It's been bone farming for like the past week. Orleans damage is not really high. That's true. I'm just waiting for like the wyverns to start critting me to death at the worst possible times. At least they're not like Spriggans. Though really any enemy, when they start critting, they just don't really care about what class you are, even when they have disadvantage. Okay, only wyverns next. So, hopefully, we'll see. I doubt they'll manage to get past the front line, but if they do, then they'll have, you know, some actually leveled servants to deal with. All that's left are the servants. Is everybody alright? Does anyone need healing? We're good here. What about you, Mash? I'm fine. Doctor, are they here yet? They're coming! Are you ready? Hello, everybody. What a lonely night. Who are you? Who? Let's see. I wonder who I am. I forced myself to be a righteous saint, but in this world, I'm a slave to be a broken one. Or a slave to a broken one, sorry. A broken saint. Yes, thanks to her, my reason has gone mad. I'm doing everything I can to hold myself back. What a mess this is. So while I appreciate your hopes, I cannot join you. You don't want a servant who'll stab you from behind at every single opportunity, do you? Then why did you come here? My task was to observe you, but my waning reason whispers that I should test you. You face the Dragon Witch, disaster incarnate, riding on the ultimate dragon. You cannot surpass me, you'll never defeat her. Defeat me. Plunge your blade into my heart without hesitation. My true name is Martha. Now come to me, Iron Dragon Tersk. Martha? Saint Martha? Watch out, everyone! She once defeated a dragon with nothing but prayers. If she's a servant, that means, let us see if you are capable of slaying me. She's a dragon rider! I love Martha. She was, yeah, she was the first servant that I grilled on my main account. Because she was the first 4-star that I had, because she was my, my tutorial role. And then first servant that I grilled. And she was so helpful during the Solomon raids. Like, her debuff alone just made everything worth it. So, and she really, really likes me. So I have her level 90, 1010 skills, and grill, and NP5. Because she keeps coming home. And not to mention, she's just a fun character. Like, her getting drunk with Jinkei. It's wonderful. First 4-star and first Bond C. That's one thing that I don't have from her yet, though. I don't have her Bond C. Because she's, I think she's at Bond level 9. And when they reach that point, I stop using them a little bit. Or, like, I tried to use them less. Just because when I bond with someone all the way, I want to swap them out. And, like, keep other people around. So, I only have a few Bond 10 servants, but there's some of them I don't use anymore. For better or worse. Like, I don't use my Arash anymore, which is really... yeah, okay. Which makes my dailies a little bit more fun. Because rather than 3 turning it with, like, Arash and someone else, it's 3 turning... Sometimes not, depending on what I bring, but with Bunyan and Spartacus. Let's do... What do you think? You think Gil can take it out? I want to believe that Gil can take out 1000 damage, even with the blue card. And I was wrong. Alright, it's fine. It just means that we have better NP gain on Joan. Oh, here we go. Alright, come on, buddy. You got this. Get that wyvern. Saint Cool order, more like. Oh no. Come on, buddy. You got this. See? There he is. Just as expected. The greatest Cool has defeated the wyvern. Also, I was looking at his skills the other day, and his 3rd skill that you get from his interlude, if you max it out, is just a constant buff of 40%, I think, Buster effectiveness. That's on a 5-turn cooldown and lasts for 5 turns. So that's fairly wonderful. It makes me, like, moderately tempted. Yeah, this is kind of a shit hand here. Makes me moderately tempted to, like, just go for maxing out Guild Array for funsies. Dude. Doo-doo! Mortis! Tempted. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's an alt account. I'm not going to be too concerned about where I'm putting my grails or what have you. So, we could grail Gold Array. Oof. Oh no. No, Grail Angra. I'd have to pull an Angra first. That would be difficult. I mean, if I get one, maybe. I mean, besides the fact that he's literally the worst servant in the game. No! Psycho no Kurul! Oh. Now I am sad. Alright. Alright. Geronimo is worse. Oh yeah, that's fair. Geronimo's pretty bad. Though he can do his job sometimes. He can do his job sometimes, but Angra's NP is such shit. Like, oh god, it's so bad. Like, his NP's only good if he's your enemy. Because it's like, it's limited by his health. Or at least from what I've seen. It's just a cut from like max health to low health. And so even if someone does a crap ton of damage to you, it doesn't matter. Okay. Here, try to get stars. Please. Even max girl gold on foe 1 MP, his damage doesn't really do damage. Right? You're better off bringing Phantom. Or Geronimo. I mean, like, at least Geronimo's skills, if you max them out, are a Merlin level buff. Like, at least there's that, right? Some sources quick crits can really hurt. For sure. I mean, with the right supports, you can do a lot of things. I mean, like, one of my favorite things to do recently has, and I did a lot during the rank up quests, because they keep throwing dragons into rank up quests. I would just bring Steno. Because despite the memes, and like how much everyone generally like sighs when they see Steno show up instead of something else that they want, she hits really fucking hard. Like, her buffs are no joke. Attack up and divine attack up on herself. And then her defense downs that you can layer onto each other. Her quick cards hurt like hell. Great. Power scoop. Walk. Oh, nice. Good emulator. Turning out that butter. Ooh, this is a good setup. Cool. Let's just do this. Tusk, killer of emulators. I mean, any Noble Phantasm so far. Especially the newer ones. Like when I was borrowing my Ultra, and she was just bringing her sheep along everywhere. That was fun. Also, is anyone surprised at how long Waver has lasted? Been waiting for this Wyvern to murder me. Don't really use Steno, but I have nothing against her. I know people just get mad at her because she shows up when they want any other assassin. There it is. Oh, I get it. Martha's afraid. That's what it is. She's afraid of taking out Waver. Because she knows that the moment she does, someone else is going to come out and kick her ass. Namely Leonidas. Phew! Oh no! There he goes. They get mad because they know, sir. I do enjoy how Uriel, Steno, and I want to say Medusa Lancer, maybe? Like their whatchamacallits. Their interludes are just basically focused on bullying Medusa. It greatly amuses me. Actually, let's see. I don't think that we'll actually get Joan of Arc's Noble Phantasm charged fast enough, but we'll see. Funk. Go Mash, go! You got this. Bring her down like 6,000. Ooh, very nice. Well, this is working out better than expected. So, we'll protect Mash. And I think we'll see, but you know, we do have a good damage reduction here. We'll see. Plus this. Oh, or not. Let's see how that works. And actually, actually, we're probably gonna kill her. Aww. I really wanted Shiki to come out. And I farmed dust for you. Sorry, no. Well, you farm bones for me. I was really lucky and I got spooked by Jack on my main account, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy. I'm less happy that Saber Shiki didn't show up, but I'm still really happy that Jack showed up. But now I need like 150 bones just for her. So there's that. And I already needed like 700 bones or something ridiculous to get through all the various skill ups and ascensions and what have you. So there's that. I see. That's enough. Martha, did you hold back? Of course not. This is fine. It's fine this way. Seriously, don't make a saint massacre you. Listen, tell me one last thing. You'll never beat the dragon controlled by the Dragon Witch. Oh, let me tell you one. There's only one way to surpass that type of dragon. Go to Leon, city once known as Leon. Won't be a saint who defeats the dragon, nor a princess. Ever since ancient times, only a dragon slayer is capable of killing a dragon. Tarask, I'm sorry. Next time I hope I'll be summoned properly. Even Saint Martha can't resist her. She'd undergone madness enhancement, in addition to being summoned. Perhaps it can't be helped. Normally, it'd be impossible to even talk to her. The only reason we were able to communicate was because of her incredible self-control. Yes, she was a peaceful, yet fierce person. I could tell. She's the Iron Saint, a woman like Adamantite, who solves things with her fists in the end. They say she defeated the Taliscool with a summon, but I bet she just beat it up. Anyway, thanks to her, we know where we're going. We should hurry, right? Let's get to Leon. I'm surprised. Amadeus seemed like the type of person who'd hate to travel on foot. Oh no, Amadeus loves traveling. He's traveled to many places ever since he was a child. Well, I suppose it's true that I'm used to traveling. I'm getting excited. I wonder what and who waits for us in Leon. Come on, Jeanne, let's get going. Right. Trying to get Jack, it's funny. Tried on 3 banners. Oh, I was there. I tried on like 2 or 3 different rate ups for Jack and got nothing. Same with shooting, except I still haven't gotten shooting. You did get her on the 2 banners on GSR, but on the shared banner for a monster. Fujimaru match really your resources up. Does she take stakes? I forget. She does, right? I have mine. I have one on this account and on my other account actually, but I haven't actually gone through the work, like skill up her and level up her quite yet. So takes dust. Yeah. You got Orion. That's one I don't have yet. So I have my Uriel's Grail to level 90, so I don't really feel the need to have an Orion because Artemis is fine, but Uriel works wonderfully. So 180 stacks. That's not too bad. That's to be expected, right? Of a 4-star. I mean, at least it's not Woo. I went really hard during the Christmas lotteries because fluids were in the first one, I think it was. So that was fun. She needed 60 fluids for level 8 skill, I think. And then she needed 45 beforehand, or something ridiculous, so... rough. 168 dust for Fujinon. They do love... Whoops, wrong button. I want Noble Phantasm. Yay! Arash is maxed out. Probably never use her, but I'll load her 10-10 anyway. I mean, Fujinon's pretty great. If you haven't watched Kar no Kyokai, would highly recommend. If you want just to see Fujinon, watch episode 3, because that's the one she's in. Yeah. Wait, no. Yes? Yeah, that the third one is the bridge. It's like episode 5 for the mansion itself, but 128 bones for Fujinon. Yeah, rough. I hate how many, like, everyone needs bones all the time. Sucks. I did get my Fujinon skill up to level 4 though. There's that, but she's gonna be stuck here for a little bit because I don't have enough dust. But fine. I mean, like, what horrible rights are we doing with our servants that they need so many bones? Like, are we literally building them bodies? Alright, here, we'll bring, we'll throw Fujinon at the back. I think we can afford that now. Yep. We'll bring Fujinon. For funsies. Although, if Gil dies, we're going to have some bad times. But it's fine. We'll be fine. Gil Ray is a great general. Nothing bad will happen. We'll find the Dragon Slayer. No worries. Garden Center was the only event that allowed to rerun nonstop. The music alone. Beautiful. Did Ryder commit suicide? It's troublesome that she retained her sanity, even with madness enhancement. Still, she likely fought with all her might. If that's the case, we can't let our guard down. Next time, he and I will mobilize. I'm also taking the servant summon today. Please contact the Berserk Assassin. Understood. Or sorry, understood. If I were who I was before, I would have stopped you. But now you're perfect, John. You don't even need luck. Please, trample over them as much as you wish. Gauss, which do you think is the real one? Me or her? Of course it's you. Are you listening, John? You were burned at the stake, betrayed by everyone. Charles VII left you to die because he didn't want to pay the ransom. Not a single person rose to bravely fight for your return. And what was the cause of all this? It was God. It was our God, mocking us. Thus, we deny God. Don't we, Jeanne? Yes. Yes, you're right, Gauss. I have nothing left. My soldiers are gone. My admirals fled. The king betrayed me. The bishop burnt me in the name of God. I was wrong. No, everything was wrong. Not just what I believed in. The very country that allowed me to exist was wrong. This mistake must be righted. Jeanne d'Arc was a mistake. So let us do as they decided and make it all so it never happened. My salvation of the country was itself a fatal mistake. Jeanne, please don't put yourself under such stress. This is a divine punishment, nothing more. Your revenge is righteous. What you saved, you may destroy. Isn't that all there is to it? You're right, House. What you say is extreme, but it brings me strength. Let's go, Berserker. Assassin. This is getting complicated. May I use your true names? Lancelot, the Knight of the Lake, and the Executioner, Charles Henry Sanson. Mount your wyverns. I shall lead you. Of course, Master. Only I am fit to take the head of the Queen. Wish we need more steaks. Yeah. Steak farming is shit. That's from what I hear, though. I haven't actually had to go do it yet because I had a decent amount from the events and haven't really needed to use them yet. And also, I haven't. My Cersei's been sitting at 888, and I don't really feel like spending the rest of my steaks to get her to 9 skill across the board. But Heard that it's great, pretty good. What classes do you have to fight in order for the steak farming? And that's what happened. I see. Understood. How interesting. How very interesting. Thank you, kind sir. Farewell until we meet again. Yes, ma'am. By the way, you seem to be of noble birth. What is your name? My name is Marie Antoinette. It might be worth remembering. Keep passing it down for 360 years or so, and someone might be in for a surprise. Guys, I got the information. Sorry, Marie. Cause a panic if I go into town. Don't worry, Jeanne. We're both servants, you know? Now, I've got some great information. The city St. Martha told us of. Hold on. To put it simply, the helm was destroyed a little while ago. The refugees have settled here. The used to be nuance interests me. So it's just as I thought? Yes, the town is filled with monsters that seem to have risen from the depths of hell. But I think what came before that isn't the important part. They said Leon had a protector. A protector? A knight with a large sword who defeated wyverns and skeletons. I see. Perhaps the servant Martha spoke of before. Yes, but a little while ago, some scary people came. Servants, probably. He was overwhelmed by their numbers and is now missing. And so Leon was destroyed. Oh, I hope he's alive. No, let's believe in the words of St. Martha. All right, Charles VII visited the village, and General Gil marshaled the routed soldiers, they said. Gil! He's attempting to attack Leon and take back the city. I'm sure it would be difficult to meet with him. Why is that? Gil is an admiral of Jeanne, right? If Jeanne asks, he's sure to lend a helping hand. That's precisely the reason. He knows that I've become the Dragon Witch. He wouldn't accept me like that. See, I'm not sure if that's quite right. But I understand that you might not want to see him. You're a girl, after all. Yes, I agree. We don't need to see him. We're in a hurry, after all. I don't think normal soldiers can handle all those monsters in Leon anyway. You're quite right. Let's defeat them on our own. We can do it! Peetseater, you're right. This is nothing. Yes, that's what it means to be a commander. Here's your reward. What? Well, was it good? Thanks for the kiss, Marie Antoinette. Senpai, you have a goofy grin on your face. She finally went and did it, eh? Sorry, just ignore that. Maria has a bad habit of kissing everything. It causes chaos in the palace and spreads the coronavirus. There were actually factions formed of people she'd kissed and people she hadn't. No player would touch a story about a court that almost destroyed itself before the revolution. Master, come on, snap out of it. Snap out of it! Huh? You guys don't do kisses? Maybe like when your heart feels like someone's squeezing it. You do it too, right, John? I do not. I do not. Only with someone I was going to marry. Eh? Hold on. Those soldiers over there seem ready to kill. I don't think they're back for the front. Seems like they become bandits. This tragedy is enough to shatter anyone's mind. We cannot let the townspeople suffer. Let's capture them. Got it. Back of the blade it is. But that's a shield, right? Clearly, they don't understand the back of the shield is just as effective as the back of the sword. Also, yeah. We don't worry about time paradoxes here with Marie casually throwing her name down 300 years before it's actually supposed to be around. It's fine. Yeah, it's not like we're in proper history anyway. The charm was a success. Big goofy grin. Wow, can't talk. Goofy grin. Just saw someone in my friends list who got mad for MP5 Shiki with 1.1 in case. Jeez. I mean, good for them for getting it. The real question is, did they save up that amount of Saint Quartz from free-to-play, or did they buy it? Yeah, everything to buy is 2.0. Oh. Well, then that's a great success then. Congratulations to them. I got no Saber Shiki, sadly. But, you know, it's fine. We don't always get what we want. Oh, we're so close. 2% away. Let's see. Turn was sad he didn't get her. I mean, she's really rare. And it's Shiki. And not just like ice cream eating Shiki. It's Shiki from episode 8 of Kara no Kyokai. And technically episode 1 too. You have her at MP3. Oh. Oh man. Yeah. I got the Fujinon that I got on my main account is at MP3. Which is really nice because she has yet to get a rate up again and in JP, so people are theorizing that she's just never gonna come back. So it's nice to have her at more than NP1. So, but I would have preferred, like, I wanted Saber Shiki though, like even just one, because she's like, all of her Ascension forms are beautiful. Though I think I prefer her second one, the one with her hair up. But like her kimonos all look really nice. She has AoE death, and like that can be handy, especially for any kind of farming. Like she's not like Nidacris, where you know you can take out 2 waves with one, but still, she's still, you know, fairly beautiful. So, and just Shiki is fun. Gotta head up. All right, see you. Take it easy, Drake. Ba-da-da, you do know how void Shiki really is. The root, you mean? Yes. It'd be really cool if they somehow managed to like squish Toka in as a demi-servant or something. Because I think Toka was my favorite out of like favorite character in general. Garden of Sinners. This is a really cool mage. We've tied up the bandits. Let's hand them to the townspeople. I think we can leave the rest of them. Alright, let's head out, everybody. Where are we getting the rope from? Like vines in the forest or something? We're almost there, don't you think? Yes, we should be. The thought of having to see a ruined town again, heartbreaking. There's no one here. Doctor, any signs of life? Doctor? I'm sorry, reception's not very good here. Let's split up and search for that dragon slayer Martha mentioned. Right. Let's see which one of us finds that person first. Amadeus and I would take the west side. Then Mash and I would take the east. Understood. Let's go, Master. It's kind of sad that Fujinon was not in the story involved. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been neat if they had incorporated her more into the mansion, but what are you gonna do? I mean, she was the support for the challenge quest, which was nice. This was once a beautiful town. Why would that dragon witch do this? That's not you. That'd be nice, but huh? Did I just hear a voice? Yes, faintly. Maybe a survivor. Let's go check it out. Ugh! Living dead! Turning the townsfolk into monsters. This is beyond heresy. We can't save them anymore. Ready for battle, Master. Dorime. Yes, Master. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I don't think I ever finished like running down through servants, of which are favorites. I think I got stuck at Archer and then didn't go. Oh no, we got the Lancer. Let's see. Rider. Ushi's a really fantastic. I really like Ushi as a like character, and the Babylonia anime really helped cement that in. But probably Kintoki, I think, is probably my favorite rider to... Oh, wait, but Rider Ishtar. Rider Ishtar hits like a truck. He's quite good. Then again, the pirates are also really fun, too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I keep my Martha on my supports because she's grailed and happy and useful, but... It depends on the situation. In general, Rider Ishtar is like my go-to for murdering large groups of things, though. So she tends to be a bit of a favorite. So I definitely enjoy... you know what? Let's trust Gilderay. Let's trust that he can manage to defeat that in one turn, so that we can use the stars the next. But Kintoki's rider, the welfare, just hits so damn hard. It's not like it's hard not to like him. Not to mention him running around yelling about everything being golden. He's just kind of fun. Oh, Rider Mordred. Oh, I forgot about Rider Mordred. I don't have her, so I always kind of forget. She is like the looping meta. Wait, I want to use skill while he still has his thing up though. Martha's... Yeah, I think the ones that come to mind just immediately are Martha, Rider Ishtar, Kintoki, and Ushiwakimaru as being fun. And then, oh, Ozzy though. Ozzy is really fun to use. He just stands there and laughs at them. It's glorious. Rider made Ultra Saber. Oh yeah. She sweeps a lot, as it were. She's fun too, just shooting sniper rifles. They're fun. Marie Antoinette's pretty fun to use. Just because she's very cockroachy, kind of like Ku, where they just won't die. So she's kind of fun to bring to things sometimes. Though she doesn't... Her Noble Phantasm doesn't hit very hard in my experience. Come on. Can we get another Saint War order off before everything dies? You can do it, Kill. Oh! Oh, we're gonna do it! Get ready. Oh, with a chain. With some busters. Alright, look here. We'll even... we'll even use this, even though it does nothing. Alright, here we go. Come on, Gil. You got this, buddy. I have so much faith in you. Go, Gil, go! Ah, man. His skill set's weird. It is. It's better when you have all of it unlocked, though. Like, specifically his third skill. Just because it's a permanent 40% buster buff, basically. So. And if you can manage to stack it, just like if you're using the, like, Tamamo or something like that, or using the Mystic Code, that lets you cool things down. You can get an 80% buster buff going on him for 2 or so turns. So, and then you factor in his Noble Phantasm, which is, I think, at level 1 it's a 50% buff, I think? Might need to check me on that. Forget exactly what the numbers are for that, but like he starts getting some pretty ridiculous buff sets. It's just a matter of like removing his debuffs, giving him stars, and the right support so that you can manage to actually do it. And then it's just kind of fun. But yeah. I think... Sorry, I'm just getting ideas here. As far as casters go, I think my favorite caster to use is Cersei. Just because she's really fun. And then like Helena is really fun to do just when I want to see big numbers. Be alone, big help, and if you're a buster, brave, but it's also arts. Yeah, no, I'm not saying his skill set isn't weird, but it is nice sometimes. It has weird synergy with certain things. Also, hello, BFK. Even more enemies! Yes, just as I thought. I hurried back, but they're swarming over here too. You may not need any help, but I just can't sit around. I will help you, peetseater. Thanks, Murray. You're the best. Now come charm those skellies. Give them lots of kisses. But yeah, Cersei is definitely my favorite to use. Like when it was Salem that gave buffs to casters, right? The bond bonus. Yeah, it was Salem. When I did Salem on my main account, I did a caster only run of the whole thing, and that was a lot of fun. There were only 2 missions that had like major hurdles with riders, but even still, like Lily, Medea Lily was like one of the MVPs of that whole run through the campaign, and then Cersei, just because she could, you know, pigify people and stop them from attacking, and actually manages to do damage. So she's got that buster, and she's just fun to use. Oh, there's that. Helena's great though, as long as her NP buff hits, it works out okay. But yeah, Cersei I think is my favorite caster in general. Like nursery rhyme. Oh, she's good. I have her, but I never use her. Like I've used her for her her ascension. Not sorry, her like the interlude and rank up stuff that she has. I've done those for her, and whenever I do a rank up quest, I always bring, you know, the servant with me. But besides that, I don't really use nursery rhyme that much because I typically just use Helena instead, because they're fairly similar in some ways. All right, let's see here. Do we? Okay, let's do this. I like that nursery rhyme, like lore-wise, is just stupidly powerful. And like you kind of get to see that a little bit in Fate Extra, where you see her become like some horrible nightmare creature and just go around completely destroying all things. Like she rewrites time inside of her little reality marble so that it just repeats whenever she feels like it. Like if she's about to be hurt, she just throws you back a day in time because she's Ken. Like, because she just is like, oh, it's my fairy tale, so I do what I want. Bye. Like, she's wonderfully overpowered in that way, and surprisingly tough to kill. I mean, in game wise, does she have like I said, I don't use her often enough. Does she have a morph skill? I feel like she that sounds right to me for some reason. I just know that in general, when people are like, it's like, oh, do you have Helena for this? No? Oh, well, do you have a nursery rhyme? And then if they do, then they use that. All right, here. Let's get some defense going. Get Saint War Order going. The arts crits are really fun. Running, oh god, why am I forgetting that? The one with the dude with the handout that gives you 8 stars per turn. 2036 or something, whatever it is. I think one of my favorite things to do, and I haven't done it that often, I think I did it during one of the recent challenge quests, maybe? Or like the, there was like an anniversary challenge quest of some kind. And I brought, I threw Prisma Cosmos onto Merlin. And good god. It's just, it's so bad. Like, it's great, but it's so bad. Like, when you use Garden of Avalon, like, every other turn, it's just so stupid. Like, you become impossible to kill. It's great. Actually, I think I did that during my Salem run. It was Medea Lily, Merlin, and then, like, whatever DPS I felt like bringing. Helena, Cersei, whoever. And just constantly using Noble Phantasms over and over again. It was a lot of fun. Morph, 40 and PKH, heal and debuff here. Yeah, tank. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it, Gil. Alright, we'll take out one, probably. Yeah, it's really fun to do those kind of things, so like give yourself a challenge. Like for Shimosa, I did the Knights Only run. That was a pain in the ass, but also made me like really endeared to my Chevalier. Because Dion and Leonidas were the key to all of that. Like, the whole thing working was just having taunters that could do something. Her and P also can decrease enemy gauge. That's good. Pair her up with Waver and Tamo. Let's go for that stall team. Go, go, go! I like his voice actor too. Say Tachio! Like, he's just a nice guy. I don't know. He's a scrawny guy, not that hyped up. But I think he's a good dude. You know, he goes crazy, but before then, good dude. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wish this emulator was a little bit faster. This is nice. There we go. Loading. Okay, we've almost got the Dragon Slayer. Almost. Wyvern! What? I'm tired of seeing them. They are no more than third-rate instruments. Time to get rid of them. Yeah, I suppose that's about all the battle dialogue you need when you're in the middle of being attacked by tons of stuff. But yeah, seriously with that. Favorite assassin? So Shiki's up there. Shiki is definitely up there. Have you downloaded all data? You know, I haven't on the emulator. I probably should. That is a good idea. I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming though. But maybe after when I'm not, I'll do that overnight or something. I don't think it would take all night, but you know. It's a good idea though. I hadn't thought about that. First Hasan and Shiki. First Hasan's great. Shiki's great. I think I really like Wu. She's really fun. I like my Wu a lot. I have her grow to 90. She's a good mixed DPS support. She's fun to use. Her laugh is great. Like, who doesn't like angry, wonderful, laughing murder empress, you know? And then she'll use her quick ups and make everyone hit really freaking hard. Jan is fun to use, although he's kind of shit as far as MP damage goes, but the stars are really handy. So he makes for just like fun stuff. How do I like Wu? You don't like her voice? Her squeaky, angry, murderous voice. I really like her animations though. Like her laughing right as she like gets ready to stab the people with needles and whatnot. It's good. Oh man, he really wanted to go. Oh, we're getting that 70% with our buster up. Here we go. Very nice. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Gil. Take care of that zombie for me. I mean, I could grab her off of my supports. If you want to see how great she is. Also, of course, Jack is good too. I mean, like, Jack is like the premier assassin who's really good at everything. But you pair her with Wu. Like, if you bring Jack, Wu, and Yan, they just destroy anything, and it's great. Let's see. Aha! We'll do this. That should get everyone to 100. Okay, but she somehow irritates you. I mean, it's probably her voice. Her voice is not for everyone, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Oh man, damn it. Look. He's got his cards here. Aw, that means he only has... What turn are we on? 7. Means he only has 2 more cards. Although one of them says Buster. So. Alright, let's go. Get the Saint War going. Also, I really wish that his overload, or overcharge, sorry, was not stars, but something else. Like, I don't know what. Maybe, like, scale his attack up more? Because, like, I feel like he should get more attack out of it since it only lasts for 2 turns. But I like the way that Gil and Joan of Arc's noble phantasms complement each other a little bit. Because, like, she protects him, even though he's now, you know, more wounded. And she also heals him. So it's handy. It'd be neat if they made, like, another form of Gil that used her flag. Because, like, if you remember from the Apocrypha anime, Gil de Rey, like, it's just a puppet version, like, not very powerful servant that Shakespeare summoned. But he uses her flag because he's, like, the only other servant that can. And he holds off a bunch of golems? I forget. And I don't quite remember the end of Apocrypha very well, or, like, not the specifics of it. But you could have a Gil de Rey who, like, uses her flag and does some other stuff. I mean, like, he'd probably qualify for the ruler class. Like, he's a general and then, like, a lord of an estate and everything else. So, probably qualifies. Maybe. Not really a saint. I forget, do rulers have to be saints? No, right? Because Sherlock Holmes isn't a saint. And he's a ruler. Although, honestly, that might just be, like, them doing dumb shit. Because they don't want him to be a caster. Because they want him to actually hit hard. Let's save that, actually. I'm just thinking, rulers, Amaxa is a saint, Martha's a saint, Joan of Arc's a saint, Sherlock's not a saint. What other rulers are there? That are in NA. Like, I know that there's Bunny Aria. Actually, let's have Mash do her best here. Yokai desu. I don't know. You could have an Avenger go. Avenger Gil de Rey. That would be fun. No, I don't think we're gonna get another Saint War order off, sadly. Still, I am pleasantly surprised at how long the front line lasts, though, you know? Like, they work out okay. I mean, granted, it's Mash and Joan of Arc. Like, they kind of make it hard to kill themselves, but still, like, fun. But yeah, so favorite assassin's probably Wu. So Jack's up there. Kojiro from the Fate Unlimited Blade Works Abridged series is amazing, but that's not quite Grand Order, so I feel like I probably shouldn't choose that one. Shiki is high up there on the list because she's great. I bet you with like the damage output of the enemies, I could just bring Fujinon and not have... Oh wait, I don't have a third skill right now, never mind. Whew. Enemies limited. May their souls rest in peace. I forgot what he sounds like besides his woo! Peace. Do they desire peace? That is such a foolish thing to say. They have no peace in their souls. There's certainly none residing in us servants. This world has been frozen for years. Servant! Who are you? Correct. People call me the Phantom of the Opera. By order of the Dragon Witch, this town is under my absolute control. Now. This is the middle of hell, where the dead live. What are you going to do? We'll crush you. Just like that, Master. Here we go! Also, thanks for the follow, Anime God Kid. The power of anime and God on your side. Sorry. Gone through Rider, Caster, Assassin. Oh, I bet you can't guess my favorite moon cancer. As far as Avengers go, see, there's Mango, Wolf, obviously Joan of Arc. What other Avengers are there? MHH. I mean, she's not in NA yet, but I really want Nobunaga Avenger when she comes out. I can't really think of like what Avenger is my favorite. I mean, like Joan of Arc Alter is fun as hell to use and just burns everything. Though I don't borrow them as much as I used to. Like when I first started playing, I remember bringing Joan of Arc Alter to a lot of things because she was like the big beat stick that you could bring to any mission and get everything that you needed done, which is really nice. But nowadays I tend to just bring a dedicated support or dedicated DPS. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have that many Avengers. I think I only have one on my main account. I just have the Wolf. Okay, let's see here. Let's do... We've still got one more turn of defense, so we'll just do this first. Look at that. Look at Gil pulling his weight on this team. Taking out Lancers left and right like a good boy. Gorgon. Oh, that's right, Gorgon. Yeah. I never borrow her either. My brother has her, and generally has her on his support, sorry. But I don't borrow her enough. She's cool though. In general, I don't like ever really need an Avenger, except farming every now and then. But most of the time, I just bring Kintoki and have him like run over the ruler repeatedly because he's great like that. I don't know if I have a favorite Avenger, honestly, until Nobunaga comes out, in which case she will probably take it. Avenger, Jolter, yeah. I mean, he's fun. He's definitely fun. All right, ooh, look at that. Phantom has a 3-turn 3-bar. All right, let's start charging up Joan of Arc's Noble Phantasm here. I'm waiting for the Woolaloos from Phantom. He makes such ridiculous noises when he attacks. It's pretty great. Oh, come on, do your Wooloo. I want to hear his Wooloo. Get him, Gil. Although, that was probably pretty stupid. I wasn't thinking. I should have used Joan of Arc's blue card. Come on, someone attack. There we go. We're good. We're safe. Don't worry. We got this. Here you go. You loved her in Shinjuku. Shinjuku was a lot of fun. I've seen like a good number of people say that they really don't like that singularity, but I thought it was a lot of fun. And like both Jolter and Salter doing silly things like with the puppy or just riding around the city. It was fun. And we finally got Jolter's, you know, outfit, which is nice. All right, here we go. We're gonna give it to him, so he's nice and protected. And then away he goes. Ready? Be prepared to be underwhelmed. Oh wait. Oh no, 4 of his cards are here. Oh, he's only gonna have 1 card for the next turn. Let's go for the blue chains. Jolter and Salter were adorable. They were like the dance. I liked how it ended there, like with her wanting to dance with you and all that. It was cute. Also, I fucking love Moriarty. Moriarty was a great part of that singularity. And like, I really wish that I had one because I just love his face card noises. Like he's just saying like Jack, King, and Queen. And then his Noble Phantasm is Joker. But it's just like, he sounds so badass when he says it, doesn't he? Alright, come on Gil. You got this. Show us that crit. Not you, Mash. Yeah, 5,000. Look at that boy go. Alright. We gotta survive a little longer, so. With 2 defense ups and Joan of Arc's skill down on Phantom, I imagine that maybe someone might survive the next one. Maybe. We'll see. I don't have like particularly high hopes for it, but we'll see. We got a layer at least, so. Alright. I want to see if we survive, so I'm going to attack someone else. And if it doesn't work, then we'll finally get to use some of our backline servants. Look at that. No! Gil! You did your job though, buddy. You protected Joan of Arc. You did it. Alright. Now Madam Mystic Eyes is here to fuck everyone over. Bye-bye. Madam Appendicitis is here to kick your ass. Moriarty's cool, but not your type. You don't like Papa? Alright. There he is. Come on. You got this, buddy. Show them the power of Sparta. Class advantage means nothing to you. See? Look at that. Class advantage. Nothing. But yeah, like I remember the first time that I borrowed a Moriarty. I think he was a story support. Maybe was he the first story support you got in Shinjuku? I think he was, because I think he caught you, right? Like when you fell from the sky or whatever. However it was that you got into Shinjuku. But I remember just being very thrilled using his cards and him going, Jaku, Queen, King. And then like when I finally got his Noble Phantasm card, I was like, oh cool, like what is this? It's like dynamics of an asteroid. Or it wasn't dynamics of an asteroid first, it was something else, I think. Oh, I forget. The name of his thing changed though, depending on whether or not you were facing him and like where you were in the story, I think. But I love Moriarty, he's a badass. Oh, still my mission is accomplished. Though I shall never be rewarded. Ever. This is where my song ends, but the real hell starts now. Rejoice, O holy maiden. Your evil has grown even more than you. Be silent. Must be hard to even talk now. These are not words. This is a song to lament your future, to mourn it. Forget about the Dragon Slayer. Run to the end of the earth. If Lady Luck is on your side, you might just have a chance to escape. Here it comes. The dragon is here. The devil is here. An evil dragon unlike any you have seen before. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? The quota has ended. Now back to hell with you. I actually max ascended Phantom today on my main account because I finally decided to give him the bones. And he has a really cool the art for his the art for his final ascension is actually really cool looking. An evil dragon? Finally, I got through to you. Everyone, I recommend that we evacuate. This reading is way beyond a servant. It's indicating an ultra-sized life form, approaching with incredible speed. Beyond a servant? Can such a life form even exist in this world? Of course they can. The world's a big place. Sorry. Save the chatter for later. I'm also detecting 3 servants heading this way. It must be them. This is quite a problem. The orchestra is done. Let's get out of here. I know we just wasted our effort, but that's life. But, wait, please. If the reading is truly beyond that of a servant, then we need the Dragon Slayer more than ever. That person must be in this town, right? We can at least look for that servant. No time. But if we abandon that servant now, we may never get another chance. Master, your orders. Find Sumanai. Understood. Amadeus, let's prepare for battle. Will you fight with me? Didn't you just order me to fight? You just need to stand proudly and smile as always. Don't worry yourself over me. If things get bad, I'll run away on my own. Yes, that's the Amadeus I know. It's okay, we just have to buy some time. I won't die. Not here, at least. Doctor, are you detecting any other servants? Searching now. Hang on a moment. Right, there's a faint reading from the castle up ahead. Let's go! His MP is pretty much pretty. Yeah, it is really pretty. Like his weapon doesn't really make much sense. Coffin full of machine guns and rockets is neat. It's fun, but it doesn't make any sense at all. And I still don't really remember what his justification for using that is either. Because like Moriarty in the books is just a math professor. Like I don't remember him ever using a gun, to be honest. Okay, do we bring Joan of Arc and continue to get our friend points? Or do we bring my favorite assassin and bring our lovely level 90 Wu, who's here to torture and destroy it? The answer is we're going to keep going with the themed party. But if we lose, I'll go ahead and swap it over. And we'll bring the legend himself as well. Section 8. Attack of the Giant Dragon. There you are. What a terrible wound. Oh. One after another. Please wait. We're on your side. At least we have no intention of causing you harm. At any rate, please hurry. A dragon's approaching. Several servants are with it as well. We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. Dragon, huh? See. That's why I was summoned and then attacked. We'll help you. Let's get out of here. I'm sorry. I owe you one. He's also constructor. Constructor? Hurry, peetseater. Even we can sense it approaching. Within plain sight now. Oh, sorry, that's... It's within plain sight now. This is... No, it can't be. Wyverns can't compare to that thing. That's a real dragon. I was wondering what you found. Turns out it's just another dying servant. Very well, you can all die together. It's attacking. No, get back, Maria. Your noble phantasm is useless here. I'm going all out. What are you saying, Mash? Mash, we'll do it together. Right. Incinerate them, Fafnir. Luminos? Deploying virtual noble phantasm. Eternal! Why would you need both? You just need Joan of Arc's. Yeah! Whoa, what an immense amount of energy. You alright? Can you hear me? Say something. Shut up, Roman. Just as I thought. I can't hold on anymore. It's no use. No. Looks like you made it. Thanks to you, my power's restored for a little. Huh? In a while, evil dragon Fafnir. You've resurrected. I'll send you back to your slumber. Fafnir's trembling. That servant. Could it be? Hear me, one who rules the blue sky. My name is Siegfried, he who once defeated thee. Noble phantasm, release! Bao Mong! And then he starts burning up. Damn it! Fafnir, climb up now! Like an engineer. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. This is the best I can do. Get out of there before they come back. Everyone, let's retreat while we can. It's dangerous. Considering what's to come. And exhaust Fafnir. They use that sword again. May be a problem. Berserker's saber. That dragon slayer is the prize. Concentrate on getting him. Berserk assassin will be joining us soon. This time, finish him off for good. I'm not detecting the ultra-sized life form anymore, but the enemies are still on our tails. Hurry! Senpai! I want a horse! Sorry, this is a one-seater. I'm used to traveling, but this is a fast for me. This is just us retreating, right? Master, don't fall behind! Let's fight back. I suppose so. In that case... Wait, please. I see something up ahead. That's the French army. They're being attacked by the wyverns. We need to go help them. Master, here they come. Just have to do it. Right, senpai. In for a penny, in for a pound. So I couldn't run anymore. We saw the French army. But don't we still have to like run to go meet up with the French army, technically? Like, technically, isn't that what we need to do? Also, I'm like sincerely fighting the temptation to give Siegfried a Metal Gear Solid voice. I don't know why. I just kind of want to give him like Snake's voice for some reason, but I'm holding back. Go. Finally loaded. Also, in general, I find Siegfried to be underwhelming. Like, I did all his rank ups, did all of the interludes. I have him at level 70 on my main account. And like, there's people online who's like, yeah, like if you use him against the right enemies and whatnot, he can do like 80k with this Noble Phantasm easy. And like, that's great. But his attack is so damn low. Like, I don't know. I don't really feel like giving him like the time of day, and by time of day I mean the QP to level up his skills. Even though, you know, I know that will make the difference, but still, really random. Giving Siegfried Snake's voice, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about that scene made me think that that'd be kind of fun to do. We'll give Snake's voice to someone else at some point. All right, you can do this, Gil. All you had to do is land one crit. Oh man. If you want to be amused, oh look, he did it. Good job, Gil. If you want to be amused, look up the FGO radio show, because there's a good number of those that have English subtitles, and you can watch the one where they had Gil de Rey's voice actor on. He is so much fun. Like, I think they get him to do the greatest cool at one point during the interview. Just wonderful. Ooh, nice crit. No! Don't kill my Gil de Rey. He deserves better. Actually... Ever so slowly, we're approaching another Noble Phantasm for him. No! Here you go. Here you go, Gil. It's okay. I got your back, buddy. Don't you worry your plain blackhead. Alright. Oh, we're almost there. Let's hold off. Yeah. Let's do this. We'll wait until round 3 to unleash his Noble Phantasm. Or hopefully we'll wait. I mean, if they try to kill him first, then we're gonna have a bit of a problem. But although it almost looks, what do you think? Do you think Gil can take out 533 attack with a single blue card with no chance of critting? Probably not, right? Probably not. But let's just do this instead. No. You know, maybe he could have actually. Like, that was like 700 damage on those blue cards. Though then again, that's probably because I led with a buster, but so actually we'll wait on that. Alright. Here. You just try to charge yourself. It won't get up to 200, but who knows. Yeah, I know. Alright. Time to unleash Noble Phantasms. Aw, man, of course Gil gets... Of course he gets 30% chance on that buster. What a punk. Alright, well, we'll hope that next turn we get some more of that. And that the stars that Joan of Arc is going to give us help out a little bit. Not to mention we'll have stars from Gil. So, if we can just get, you know, like one buster card from him, we can do a little bit of damage. Also, it kind of bums me out that they like when they released Joan of Arc's interlude and everything, or was it a rank up? It might have been a rank up actually, to fix her noble phantasm so she doesn't stun herself. It's kind of a bummer that they didn't like add that back into her story support version here. Like it would make sense for her to not be able to do it, I guess. Here specifically, but like later on in the story, like when she kind of gets stronger and what have you, it would be nice if she didn't stun herself, you know? Like, I mean, if it really bothered me, I could just bring my own, but it's fine. Figure it's better to bring along the level 20 rather than bring a level 90 in. Alright, here we go. Gil's time to shine. Although I think his noble phantasm, yeah, okay, he doesn't have his boss anymore, but that's okay. He can still do it. Gil, he's our boy. I can't think of a good rhyme for that. Look, he gets to go again. Look at that. You got this, buddy. Mash will set you up, and then you can go forth protecting Joan of Arc. Don't worry, buddy, we got you. We're gonna restore your honor. Oh, here we go. Come on, give me that brave chain with Gil. Oh, hell yes. Here we go. Alright, ready? Here it comes. He's got this, okay? Yeah, he totally has this. Don't question it. He's gonna defeat both those wyverns for us and save Joan of Arc. Like the real general he is. Oh. Yes! Yes! General Cool! Look at him go. The greatest Cool. Also, it's probably just a result of playing far too much Drakengard in my life, but every time I start a sentence with the greatest anything, my mind immediately thinks to the greatest of feasts, which is a line that Ariosh says in the fifth? One of the endings of Drakengard. Maybe ending C. Where she gets eaten by giant babies. That's a good time. There are zombies heading this way too. No problem. We'll just fight it out. Let's keep this battle going, Master. Thanks. But I'm gonna have myself something to drink. With Drakengard? Yeah. I love Drakengard. One of my Drakengard 1 and 3 are some of my favorite games, I think. Just like story-wise and everything. I mean, Drakengard 3 has the type of gameplay that I really enjoy because I really do like action-adventure type things, like action hack-and-slashy things and such. And I really do like Zero and all the sisters and the intoners as characters. But, yeah. Ariosh is a crazy, crazy elf. Those of you who don't know anything about Drakengard, he's a crazy elf who likes to eat babies. And she gets eaten by babies in one of the endings. Great. Giant man-eating death babies from the sky. But babies, all the same. You got this, Gil. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think do you think that I should go and like farm a couple embers or so just to level up Gilderay? Get him like to level 20. Maybe. I mean, he's been doing fine at level 17 so far, but ooh, there we go. You got this, Gil. Charge that noble phantasm up, buddy. This is great. Love her English dub, but also her Japanese dub. Both are amazing. Agreed. Her Japanese dub is like a lot kinder. Like she's got the big like Onesan type vibe to her instead of the angry, pissed off woman. But the angry, pissed off woman is perfectly fine too. Let's go, Gil. It would make things smoother. Oh. Do we need smoothness though, I guess? I don't want them to be too powerful because then it kind of becomes less amusing to me. The tension of possibly dying to a random wyvern crit, it makes it fun. Oof. Oh, here we go. Charge that noble phantasm. Do you think I should use Joan of Arc this turn? Or do you think I should try to use someone else? You gotta love it when they're like, hey, do you want a Brave Chain? Because you're getting a Brave Chain no matter what you do. Yeah. Alright. Let's... Oh, look at that! A Brave Chain. Okay, let's do... this. Aw. Okay, thanks, Mash. Oof. Don't worry, we got this. I think that Mash shouldn't kill it. There we go. I think this is so much fun. The Japanese school how less she cares for sometimes. I just like her interactions with Mikhail are great. Like the way that their bond grows over the course of the game. It's nice. That won't get him. That'll get him almost there. So you got this, Kel. Just get that last 8%. Okay. Noble Phantasm time. Alright, everyone. Stay with me. The greatest cool is here. Paint War Order! Okay. We got General Gilderay commanding everyone. Got Joan of Arc holding her banner up high, making sure everyone knows that the French are currently not running away despite all historical references. And then we got Mash helping out. Making sure everyone stays safe. What a good combo. Then we have a whole 11 stars to work with. So that's nice. Okay. There you go. Ooh. Flag. We'll just keep the defense up. We're good. Don't worry about it. You got this, Mash. Ouch. Alright, and now all our buffs have come off at just the right moment. Alright, can he do it? I don't think he can. I don't have high hopes for this. Ooh! Well, we got the crit though. Thanks, buddy. Good job, Gil. Just hang in there. Keep the faith. I don't think we need this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna deal with it this turn, but you got this, Gil. Now, I don't speak French. Is his name Gildere or is it Giles? Like, is it Giles Dere or Gildere? Because I've always been under the impression that it's Gil, and that the les part of that is just silent. But I have no clue because, like, I think I rewatched an Apocrypha scene semi recently, and I feel like Joan of Arc said Giles at some point. Oh wait, let's see here. Sorry. Isn't there a thing for text to speak? Thought there was a way to make it. There we go. Girisu. According to. Alright, anyway. Voice to text aside. Oh, no Joan of Arc. Alright. Let's see here. Marie or Mozart? Arts buff and worthless skill, or charm and cockroach? Let's go with charm and cockroach, I guess. And here we'll bring along. We'll bring along him. He needs some love every now and then, you know? Busy out back smoking. You think Gildere? Okay. I've disposed of the first wave of wyverns. Next up. Arthur! ... Damn you! My, what a coincidence! I've never forgotten your face, you lazy artisan. That's good to hear. I've never forgotten yours either. Your face, and your pale white neck. At the same time, I feel like this is destiny. That you and I share a special connection. Don't we? The fate of an executioner killing the same person twice. I feel like only we share that kind of connection. Not only in life, but even now you're eager to execute Maria? Charles Henry Sanson. Could it be that you are genuinely mad? As a human, it pains me to discuss our relationship with a lowlife like you. Amadeus, you claimed all lives. All humans are filthy. Not I. Humans are sacred, precious things. That's why we executioners respect life. We are incompatible, you and I. Trash who couldn't even love humans. Trash who couldn't understand her. Has no right to be next to her. Arthur! Oh, sorry, he's just saying R that time. Ugh! What an attack! Master, please stand back. This berserker, he's much more frightening than any servant we've faced so far. Look at the sky! Look how many wyverns are in flight. Oh, I'm going to help the French army. You two, take care of that servant. My sword of execution is pure. Not for the likes of you who do not submit to death. But, thinking of it, this entire nation is execution site. Now I shall remove your head with one strike. He makes such silly noises. So I think Lancelot versus Gilgamesh is still one of the more amusing fights in the world. He just keeps making Gil so mad. Not to mention just the jet. Like, hey, Lancelot, what noble phantasm do you want? Oh, you know, I'll just take this jet. Thanks for the follow, Arabeat. Makes you wonder what like other random things would happen with Lancelot just running around having fun. Or how much better he probably would have been if they didn't put Madness enhancement onto him during phase 0. Alright. Let's let her take a hit first, I guess. because otherwise I always feel like I'm wasting our the health restore on that. And also, we finally have a damaging double phantasm, which means that Gil's tactics won't go unused. Right, that was great. Gil and his, Gilgamesh in his giant silly chair, among other things. That was fun. I feel like half the fun of any of the animated Fates is just watching the servant battles. And I mean, like, for some things where, like, sometimes maybe you want to ignore the plot sometimes. Like, I know some people like to ignore the plot of, Fate Extra because they just are, it's like, oh, it's just Nero wanking. And, like, you know, it's true, it is a good amount of Nero wanking, but so fun. Like, Nero is a fun servant. Hold on. I want to do that, but I won't do that. We got to get Marie to keep charging. I could just use a command seal on her, I suppose, but also I forget, what is her overcharge? Health and debuffs. Oh, she removes debuffs. You know what that means? Gilderoy won't have to deal with his defense demerit. Oh, this is great. Look at this. Everyone wants to work with Gil. It's perfect. But yeah, I have Fate Extra on, sorry, well, Fate X Stella was the one that the anime was based off of, right? But I have Fate Extra on Steam. I actually streamed it for a little bit before, but I haven't actually gone around through and finished beating it yet. But I have beat Fate Extra Link, which was fun. I hope I'm not getting those two confused. I feel like it's easy to confuse Extella and Extra just because the words are similar. Alright. I guess I should save it? Well, we'll save it for the final round because I feel like Gil is gonna do us a nice favor here and possibly murder the Dread. If not murder it, get it close enough that it's going bye-bye the next turn. He just has to survive to round 3, that's all. Which I will do my best to facilitate. Oh. Alright. The defenses are off. Actually, you can't charge anymore, so use your quicks. The amount of quick buffs that guy's been layering on himself. Slightly concerning. Not that it matters, since that one's just gonna crit me anyway. Okay. We'll see. Ooh, very nice. Although Marie's is... it's quick, right? Her Noble Phantasm card. So, sadly, she won't be able to, like, Hearts Chain along with us and get up to 200%. But it's fine, because she is going to help out. And we are going to charm Lancelot. Except we're not. It's fine though. Look at this. General Cool, helping out with tactics. Yeah, buddy. Okay, and since we're up against a lot of anger in Berserk Man, we're just gonna layer things. Alright, so Saint, Guillotine, Caudea. Alright. And then Marie comes along, removes his debuffs. Like the wonderful tomboy princess that she claims to be. Just trample people with Crystal Horse. No worries. Alright. That should give us a decent amount of protection, I guess. Strength up versus evil. Oh shit! Isn't Gil... What's Gil's alignment? Is it technically evil? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's fine though, don't worry about it. Let's focus on Berserker first though. Oh. Yo's attack buff is gone. So there's that. Alright, take him out. Come on, Marie. Oh yeah. Look at that crit. And look at him. Fuck you, Sanson. Oh gosh, alright. Luckily he can only you know, do one. Do you think he'll target Marie specifically? I'm not gonna use it. Not because I want him to you know, kill Marie or anything, but just because if he does manage to get us down to some servants that aren't these ones, I want to have that evade. Oh, he attacked Gil. Lawful good. Great. I mean, he's still dead, but salute the general. Goodbye, General Cool. All right, your worst nightmare is here. Gotta love Waver. Although, like, you know, I get why, like, it's all explained why his final ascension is what it is. But I still always keep my Waver in this form. He's just so much cooler as an adult. Oh wait, there we go. If Marie manages to survive, she can very poorly use her Noble Phantasm to do like 2,000 damage. Maybe. I'm not terribly concerned about losing this battle because the moment that he kills another one, Shiki's gonna come in and just utterly destroy him. So it's fine. Generate stars for me, buddy. If we're lucky, we'll get a Brave Chain from Waver. Or rather, Lord El Malloy II. It'll be fun. I think... Did we get Rhinus as a servant at some point? His stepsister, I guess, is what she technically would be to him. Alright, attack whoever you like, Sanson. I watched Case House. I have. Case House is great. Gray is adorable. Waver is wonderful and fun. Rhinus is smug as shit, which makes me love her very much, because I like smug things. I've never looked into what's his face? Zuglion's like actual lore and strategy. Like I know it's some Chinese tactician guy, but I've never actually looked into like what the unreturning formation is. Like if it's just some strategy to surround your enemy to kill them or what? Man. Kind of hoping he would like finish up. Kind of feel like a cat right now. Like just playing with my food. We could have probably killed Sansom a couple turns earlier, but it's just amusing. Shiki didn't have to come in herself. Bam, 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 bam. Damn, what is with that servant? I mean, that's beyond indestructible. Sanson, what's the meaning of this? Damn it, now there are more wyverns too. If only they'd focus on that crazy, decapitating maniac. Where's Joan? Run! What? Never mind. Just make a run for it now. Do you want to die? Don't run. That's a dragon witch over there. Take her down. Avenge your hometown. Ugh. You know, I'm starting to think that, like, those French soldier guys, their eyes are drawn so that you can't really see them, but maybe they're just fucking blind. Like, it is so bare, like, there's just such a huge difference between Alter and Joan of Arc. Just like they look so different. How do you fuck it up? How do you mess up that badly? All right. Let's see. We could bring Hans, or you know what? If we're gonna be assuming that berserker is, you know, who I think it is, maybe. Oh, how high can I go? Definitely 2. Let's bring a sorcery, or actually, wait, can I bring it? Nah, darn. We do that. Actually, where's my repeat magic? Yeah, let's go with repeat magic. Oh, my max one is on Shiki. Oh well. Assuming that it's... Oh, it's not. Well, never mind. If it's her... We'll see. Wyvern. Start off by eating the soldier. Hey, isn't that the Dragon Witch? Why is she fighting the dragons? Don't ask me. This is perfect. Let them both go down. They burn my homeland to the ground. Let both of them die. The people you're protecting are saying all kinds of things about you, my saint. Even though the only reason they can safely watch this is because you're dealing with the wyverns. Please leave me be. How stubborn. If you're worried about your lack of manpower, then by all means, why don't you ask the French army? Oh, forgive me. You're the Dragon Witch now, aren't you? A saint cruelly burned to death and then resurrected for revenge. A beautiful, ephemeral, and ultimately ridiculous tale. And look, you're still struggling. Because this time, they see you as the enemy. Can you tell me, Joan of Arc? How do you feel right now? Do you wish to die? Or do you wish to kill? Do you long to drive that flag into those soldiers' hearts like a stake? Normally, I'd fall into distress, fall into despair. But, unfortunately, I'm an optimist in life. Their hatred of me gives them the strength to rise, and that's a good thing. Are you sane? Good question. People question my sanity when I decided to bring salvation to France. Yes. Whether light or dark means both of us are insane. Wyvern! Artillery! Fire! There he is, the greatest general ever. Or so far, rather. Kill! Prioritize all surrounding dragons! Fire all cannons! Now! Curse you! Expect nothing less from a ruler, even with your power stolen, your physical strength. Retreat! Lancelot! Sanson! Wait! Huh? It would seem that Joan of Arc has touched the strings of his heart. Now what, Camilla? Will you even listen to reason? Retreat! We have no obligation to stay with a Black Knight that lost his mind. Lancelot, pass as much time as you can, until the moment your life is extinguished. Why are you... We have to stop them. Master, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It breaks the code of chivalry. We have to bring down Lancelot. That's clearly no longer a knight. He just picked up a tree and hit someone with it. It's clearly not a knight anymore. Okay, so we are fighting Berserk a lot. When they showed Camilla like that, I didn't know if we were going to fight her Berserker form again or not. Because then I'd be sad about the fact that I brought Ariel. But since we're up against someone who happens to have a third leg, if Uriel comes out, which he probably will, we'll have a good hit on him. I think one of my favorite things about the Rashomon event was just bullying the Onis with Uriel. It was so much fun. There's him. He's got his stick. Or pipe? I want to say it's a pipe. Alright, let's see how long this works. What's with Lancelot picking up strange things? He's kind of like a little kid, you know? Little kids pick up things and they stick it in their mouth. Lancelot picks up things and then beats things to death with it. Similar, yet different. Let's do... It's a race against time to see if we can manage to get Goda Ray's Noble Phantasm off before... Is he only targeting Joan of Arc? Alright, hold on. I'm curious. I am curious. If he only attacks Joan of Arc again, I won't know. Oh, look at that. Huh. I wonder if there's something in his AI that specifically targets her. That's cool, though. Hold on. Trying it again. And let's get Mash's Noble Phantasm leveled up next. Let's see. Yeah, no, he's got a very specific AI pattern going on. And unfortunately for me... Well, you know, no, that's fine. Here you go. It's okay. This probably means Joan of Arc is probably gonna die next turn? Or, well, we're all gonna die. Because he's gonna release his Noble Phantasm, which will hit all of us. But, it's fine. It was worth it to watch his AI. Because I had no idea that his AI specifically targeted Joan of Arc like that. The things you learn when you replay a game. Yeah, he really doesn't like her. Huh. Oh, she's immobile. Shoot. Well, there goes the idea of using her Noble Phantasm up. But maybe, maybe Chaos can save us. You can do it, Jill. Come on. You got this. Alright, you know what? He did his best. He almost took him out. A Knight of Jet Plane. You know what? That's not that bad. I mean, we're probably all dead still, but some of those numbers weren't terrible. Oh no! No, General Cool! Now Joan of Arc's gonna be really lonely. Oh, the bullying begins. There you go. This is too fun. I wish that he had more health so that we could bully him for longer. Okay. There you go. Bye-bye. Yo gets first dibs, just in case she happened to crit. Oh hey, look! We bonded more. Now she only wants to, like, crush half of our face and with her foot. Both Uriel and Steno, they're just like, hey, go into this cave on a beach. We promise there's no monsters in it this time. And then, whoops, oops, who let out all these chimeras? They're little shits, but lovable shits. Arthur? You mean you're king? Arthur? Unfortunately, I am Joan of Arc. I'm not Arthur, the king you seek. That's funny though, that line and that situation, because in Fate Zero with Caster Gill, he mistakes Arthur for Joan of Arc, and this time it's Lancelot mistaking her for Arthur. Oh, I see. What? I know why Lancelot was so obsessed with Joan of Arc. She resembles Arthur, doesn't she? Not her face, but her soul. She's naive as fuck. My king, I please. I berserk a lot. Sean, let's go. Yes. Sean, please wait. You are indeed Joan d'Arc. Not the Dragon Witch, but a bona fide saint. Shouldn't you answer? If I answer, I'll endanger Gao's position. For now, we can't depend on them. At the very end, we must endure the scorn of those who once fought by our side. But, do they really hate you? Let's go. General, what was that just now? I don't know. But re-examine everything we know of the Dragon Witch. Was it truly Joan of Arc who attacked Charles VII? Or some evil imposter? It's possible. There may be two Joan of Arcs in this world. Just like there's two Gilda Rays. Oh, good. Good, the data has updated. Let's hope that it doesn't crash the emulator. That's happened in the past, and then I couldn't play for like the rest of the day. Luckily, that didn't happen during a stream, but it did happen. So that time, I think it wasn't just like a banner update. That was something else. It was something larger. So it's just loading ever so slowly. It's loading, and while that loads, here's a picture of the most adorable servant. Oh, good. We went from black to white. Thanks for the quartz. Always helpful. And I think we're getting a... Is it time for a rose? What are we getting here? The weekly missions reset. Gotcha. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Humanoids? Acquire embers. Acquire embers. Acquire embers. And complete quests. Wow, yeah, it really is a dead week, isn't it? Whew, alright. 2 sections, we can do this. I have no idea what we're up against next. Chevalier, maybe? Pause. It looks to be an abandoned fort. Let's rest here for now. How is Siegfried's wound? My noble phantasm can heal wounds. Just a bit. But not this one, it seems. It looks like some kind of curse. But why were you in that city? Sorry, I'm getting the urge to do the snake voice. It seems that I was summoned relatively early. I was drifting without a master. That's when I saw the town being attacked. So you went to rescue them? Yes, though it's not like when I was alive. Still, with Baomeng, I managed somehow. When you're attacked by multiple servants, it's not easy to pull off. Then, one of them hid me in the castle. My wound wouldn't heal. I couldn't ask anyone for help either. I had no choice but to wait. Was it a woman who could control a dragon? Dragon? No, it was a turtle. No, a dragon. A dragon turtle. Now that you mention it, is it possible for that kind of dragon to exist? Oh, she had the aura of a ruler, similar to what you have. It was Saint Martha, I'd say. So that's Saint Martha, the one who drove off the evil dragon Tarasku. I want to thank her. I see. Then never mind. I'm sure she's prepared for the worst. Still, I feel guilty that she saved me when I was useless. Baptism rites could probably remove this curse, but a servant of considerably higher rank must perform it. Joan, you can do that, can't you? No. I tried, but my power alone isn't enough. Multiple curses have been put on Siegfried. It's a miracle he's even alive. We need another saint to remove multiple curses at once. A servant who is a saint, Yeah, we do have a chance. If Saint Joan of Arc, Joan the Dragon Witch has the Holy Grail, there's a possibility that a saint was summoned as the result of the Candle Force. Sorry, my brain just shut off. Saint Martha was actually summoned, right? Do you guys know any saint servants to ask? You're the only servants that I've met. Joan of Arc and I don't know any other servant besides the one who became our enemies. Staying together is probably safer, but maybe it'd be better if we split up? Unless we remove the curses on Dragon Slayer Siegfried, we can't defeat Fafnir, can we? But... Joan? Oh well, it's nothing. You're right. I think that's a reasonable idea. What do you think, Pizza Eater? Let's look for that saint or break into teams and look around France. Those are the exact same thing. Let's look for that saint. Fortunately, it may not be appropriate to say, but the French territories have already been reduced to less than half. Searching them should be easy. How to split up is the problem. Whoa, I'm sorry to interrupt, but look at those wandering monsters. What? Well, never mind. Anyway, we've got enemies. Let's deal with them now so we can continue our discussion. Just lie down in the middle of a field, hang out, wait for some skeletons to come by. Or probably wyverns. No, skellies, right? It was sabers and lancers. Skellies are soldiers. Who knows, maybe we'll get some beastmen or something. God, snake voice makes my my throat start to hurt though pretty quickly. But it's fun. I also couldn't really remember what voice I used for him last time. Oh, it's werewolves. Charge that noble phantasm, buddy. Just a little more. Ooh, nice crit. We'll have Mash try to get hers up. I imagine that she can manage it. She's talented like that. Excuse me. And I think we're probably gonna stop after this section. When we unlock section 10. Na 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 na. Do that. Just because last time we did 5 sections last time when we did Orleans before. So I figure we'll just do 5-second parts, and the total number of sections in Orleans is 15, I believe. So, well, that way it'll be broken up into 3 segments. Just, my voice is just getting tired, so. Ooh, nice crit, buddy. Ew. Yeah. And I also still have to eat dinner. So there's lots of little things to do. I don't think we can get his Noble Phantasm charged for round 3. No, without a command seal, which I could use. It's not like we really have any worry about it. Like, you know. Generate some stars. Let's go, buddy. You've got this. I don't know. I think it's just kind of fun to choose a servant that's like not really that great and then try to make him work. Like the debuff immune from like Samsung or those kind of things, or from a CE, that would work pretty well for Gil, I think, right? Because his defense down probably counts as a debuff, right? So being debuff immune would help him out. But yeah, I'll definitely finish Orleans at some point. Probably not this weekend, considering the weekend's almost over. But I'm thinking about Septum right now and whether or not I should stream Septum. Because that's a story. It does have Nero, which is great because Nero's great. But I just remember the story making very little sense. Oh no! Will we survive? You can do it! Come on, Gil. Mash, it's all up to you. Look at that. Best Kohai. That gets us a quest. And, wow, and half the humanoids that means we need. So, it's just gonna be those embers. I'll probably have to do those somewhere else. So, you know, maybe next time Gil will be higher than level 17, because apparently I need to do some embers to get the master missions done. Yeah, since so far it's taken about 3 hours each time to get through this, like through 5 sections. So probably won't be until next weekend that we do more Orleans. I just had a great idea. Let's draw lots right now. Excuse me? These things should be settled by drawing lots. Amadeus, prepare some. You just want to draw lots, don't you? Alright, I'll make some. Let's split up based on that. I'm with Marie. Amadeus, please look after peetseater and the others. To be honest, I'm nervous about leaving your side. Not that there's a time when I'm not nervous about you. But lots are derived from fate. If I defy fate, I might invite misfortune. Well, you can use your noble phantasm to escape and join as a defense specialist. I'm rather worried about our side. Actually, Mash is better. Master, thank you. Actually, what I meant was because we have Siegfried who's wounded. Oh well, I was taken advantage of. Amadeus, make sure you get along with them. You tend to be misunderstood by friends. I don't want to hear it from you. Anyway, Maria. Yeah? Well, never mind. Just be careful along the way. Don't try to find a pastry shop, even if you get hungry. Oh, my heartbeat thinking that you might propose to me again. Wait, why would you bring that up now? Propose? What? Marie? And Amadeus? Oh, you didn't know Mash? It's a pretty popular story. When Mr. Amadeus, standing right there, was 6 years old, he proposed to Marie, who was 7 years old. Yes, I reached out to him as he fell, then I saw him staring at me with his starry eyes. Thank you, nice lady. My name is Amadeus. If a beautiful lady like you has no fiancé yet, could I be the first one? He said that to me. I'd never been flattered like that since I was born. Who knew the story would get passed down? This is a nightmare. Of course it would. I was so happy that I told everybody about it. So it was you. You did it. You turned me down. You're such a femme fatale. I had no choice. After all, I couldn't decide who'd be my fiancé. Besides, you know how my life was after that, don't you? I was happy with my decision. It was best to turn you down. It turned out that you were loved by many people as a musician. That's why I ended my life as a silly queen. Can't be helped, you see. I have no choice, because I'm always in love. Maybe I was in love with a country named France. I only loved the country itself, not the people. Because I was such an arrogant woman, I ended up getting killed by the nation. Marie, that's... What is that? Are you a fool? Am I? Yes, you are. You've got it all wrong. You say you were in love with France? You're wrong. Not that you were in love with the country. France was in love with you. Yes, thank you, Mozart. Wait, isn't that strange? Doesn't that mean that I was killed by the people who loved me? That's right. That's how people are. Love can easily turn to hatred. You were hated precisely because you were loved. Hated because she was loved. They were in love. Killed the one they loved. I see. More complicated. Until I died, well, even after I died, I couldn't reach love. But I think I'm fine with it now. I'm Marie Antoinette, a woman loved by France. See, Amadeus, I'm leaving now. When I come back, let me listen to your piano again. Oh, Joan, let's keep in contact with each other at regular intervals. It's a Chaldean communication device. It allows communication via magical energy. Very well, I'll hold on to it then. Careful. Yes, thank you. Peetseater, please take care as well. We will, don't worry, we got this. Got Mash's shield. That took a while to load. Alright, one more and then we'll be at section 10. And now we are bringing Amadeus along. Alright, let's see here. Maybe Shakes. We'll bring Shakes along. I don't really use him that often. Alright, this should be interesting. No Joan of Arc anymore, sadly. What I just spoke about was out of line. Let's get going. Don't you want to follow her? Certainly not. I have no more passion for her. It was just a special divergence in my fate. If I'd led a decent life, the divergence would have been that proposal. Like what you'd call the cornerstone of human history. What choices would this man, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, have made to end up this way? No matter what happens, no matter what lovers I meet, what friends I gain, what bliss I grasp, I would offer my life to music and become a scum that abandons all human virtue. But there's just one thing. If there was someone who could change my fate, I think it would have been her. Amadeus, doesn't that mean that you love Marie? Oh sure, I do love her. It's just that I'm not in love with her anymore. Is there a problem with that? I don't know. Before you said that we humans are filthy. Based on what you said, that means you think Marie is also filthy without exception. So what? I love anything filthy. Music is beautiful. We humans are filthy. You weren't aware of such differences? It's just a matter of category, isn't it? Well, what? You said that humans only love beautiful things. It's not that we can only love something beautiful. What I meant was humans can love beautiful things too. Well, to me, that difference is too abstract. I guess I can't make you understand it with words. You'll understand someday. You're going to continue your journey with peetseater, right? Then you'll figure it out. When it comes to the topic of humanity, she's an ideal senpai. Yes, I completely understand the ideal senpai. Excuse me. I understand the ideal senpai part. Mash. Sorry, let me take a sip of water. Excuse me. I understand that you guys are talking about something nice, but it seems enemies are coming. Sorry for being insensitive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Darn. Sieg snatched what I was supposed to do. But I hope you understand what made me drop my guard. You know, I thought he was as much of a loser as me. He's actually a great person with a deep view on life. Don't worry about it, Doc. I feel sympathy for you too. We are basically good for nothing humans. Or adults, I should say. Yeah, thanks Amadeus. I've never been this unhappy with words of comfort. Enough! Please monitor the battle! Yeah, Roman. Get your shit together. Alright, this will be the last battle we do tonight, I think. as soon as it loads. Alright, what are we up against? Just regular old werewolves? Oh man, that is a long countdown. I feel like aesthetic appreciation isn't like there's very rare times that I ever actually want to use it, or that like would be good to use it from him, because isn't Joan of Arc's is better, isn't it? I haven't actually looked it up to see how good his like NP strength down debuff is. But I know in general most people like don't even bother leveling it. I do like Mozart though. Hold on, Mozart FGO. I just want to see what it is. Let's see, second skill. Reduce one enemy summon's MP damage. At level 10 is 18%. That is... I mean, okay, 18%, sure. What's Joan of Arc's? Joan of Arc, here we go, skills. 30%, yeah, no, I can't really think of a... Can't really think of a time that I wanted to bring along. I get the feel. Okay, this might be a mistake, but let's see. I want the arts chain just to get Amadeus up, but I feel like he might not be able to. Oh, he did it! Yes! I was kind of expecting it to backfire on me and use that a turn early. But it's fine. Alright, random chance to decrease attack and defense, and inflict curse. God. Oh man, okay. Or you know, we'll save it, I guess. There you go. Oof, that hurt. Oh no! No, buddy. Well, how much is the curse damage actually? No! Oh, bye bye, cool. 500. Eh. I mean, there he is. Guy's got attack up. So, here. I do like Shakespeare's voice acting. He had a really fun part, I think, in Apocrypha. Alright, now here comes all the angry. Really doubt that we can... Alright, let's see here. So let's see how that works out. It's probably not, but... We might kill one, maybe? If we're lucky. We're probably not lucky. There we go. Very lucky of me that they attacked Shakespeare. Twice. Good. Very good. And look at that. I think we're ready for round 3. Man, I wonder what Beethoven will be like as a servant. Like, obviously he'd be a caster, but like, he'd probably have his ear trumpet and like attack through it somehow. That would be pretty wonderful. Alright, let's unleash first folio. Not bad, 7,000. You know, for a caster, it's not bad. The most flamboyant party. I mean, if I had Mephi in there too, it'd be even more so, but... we got a seed. Do, 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 do. Anytime, emulator. Thank you. We're done here. Siegfried, are you alright? I've recovered enough to walk. Anything but combat should be fine. I'm going to be making trouble for you a little longer. Sorry. Let's regroup and set off. I'm going to put everything into detecting servants. Jeanne? You have a scary look on your face. What? Do I look scared? Not so much scary as, stern? Well, I guess so. I was doing some thinking. You mean about the Dragon Witch? Yes, exactly. From the day I was born, I've received God's revelations. I just ran off without even looking back. I became a heroic spirit after I died, and then was summoned as a ruler. I accept this fact as part of the natural order of things. I don't understand anything the Dragon Witch says. Not a single word. I wonder who that me is. Ah, you really are beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. Don't tease me. Well, it's the truth. If I were you, I'd probably accept the things the Dragon Witch says. Marie, I don't hate the people who executed me. The fact that I'm 90% positive about. But the 10% that's left, or it might be much smaller than that. I hated those who killed my children, just for a little bit. They killed my son Charles to hurt me. Truly feel pity for him. So, if my version of the Dragon Witch appears, I'd probably think, oh, that's the other me, and accept the things she says. But that's not the case for you, is it, Joan? It's something really great and beautiful. It's not because you don't want to get dirty, or don't want to believe who you want to believe you are, nor does that mean you lack something. You like people, don't you? People who try to move forward by groveling around. The unreasonable ones. The accusers. Yes, I do love them. Oh, I see. There's no way I could hold a grudge against them, because I love them. Yes, that's why France was saved by you. It's okay. Tell the Dragon Witch when you see her. Tell her? Tell her what? Say what you want to say out loud. Say, you're not me, or I don't know you. Marie. Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. I certainly... Oh. Know you, maybe? You're starting to look serious again. Sorry. Wasn't of any help? Yeah, it was very helpful. When I confront her next time, I'm sure I can tell her what I want to say. Yes, you should be fine. Well, I think it's time to make our regular contact. Oh, that's right. We should. Let's do that now. And then they call each other up? No. No, that's the next mission, I guess. Cool. Ooh, all right. Well, we've made it to Tears. So we will do that next time. Because we've got through. We started at chapter 5, so now we're at chapter 10. So 2/3 of the way through the singularity. Got to do Tears and probably that and that and that. But yeah, so we'll work on it some more next time. We'll throw our friend points away first. But thanks for hanging out. And thanks for watching and putting up with the ridiculous voices that I occasionally give these characters, or my fairly dreadful accents. So, hope you enjoyed. And hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, night, whatever you're doing, where you are. I'm going to go eat dinner and probably drink some tea or something. So, like Solid Snake. Exactly like Solid Snake. Just all those silly voices, or my really bad German accent. But yeah, so hope it was fun seeing General Cool travel across Japan, across France, sorry, and do his thing. He'll probably be a little bit higher next time because I'll get the master missions out of the way probably at some point. And then we'll be good. So that's it. Thanks, and take it easy. Bye, guys.